Dreamt, my beloved Alicia, that I was with you and you was in your riding habit. Oh, my dear woman, when shall I be able to hear from you? All the officers down with the governor. Never heard of any one single person having so great a power vested in him as Captain Phillip, has by his commission as Governor-in-Chief of New South Wales. Dined on a cold collation, but the mutton which had been killed yesterday morning was full of maggots. Nothing will keep 24 hours in this dismal country, I find. When shooting after breakfast, I only shot one cockatoo. They are the most beautiful birds. Major Ross ordered a corporal to flog with a rope Elizabeth Morden, being impertinent to Captain Campbell. The corporal did not play with her, but delayed at home, which I was very glad to see. She has long been fishing for it. On Sunday, as usual, kiss your dear beloved image 1,000 times. It was very much lightning as it struck very near my tent. Many of the convicts had run away. If I'm not made First Lieutenant soon. Harry!
There was a light in your tent. I
was writing in my journal. Is there any trouble?
No. I just came. To talk, you know. If I wrote a journal about my life, it would fill volumes. Volumes. My travels with the captain, His Excellency now no less, how to raise armies, build cities. I still call him Plate Captain Phillip. He likes it for me. The war in America, and before that, Ralph, my life in London. It's not what's called a good life. Sometimes I look at the convicts and I think, one of those could have been you, Harry Brewer, if you hadn't joined the Navy when you did. I know some of the officers look down at me now, but what if they found out that he used to be an ambassador?
Harry, you should keep these things to yourself.
You're right. I think the captain suspects, but he's a good man who looks for different things in a man.
Like what?
It's hard to say. Ralph, I saw Handy Baker last night.
Harry, you hanged him a month
ago. He had a rope. Ralph has come back.
It was a dream. Sometimes I think my dreams are real too, but they're not.
Mr. He on the ship, calling for your Betsy Alicia.
Don't speak on him, and it's iniquitous shore.
God, please don't sign on me again. I know it's because of Handy Baker. I see him as well as I see you. Duckling wants me, he said, even if you've hanged me, but I didn't want to hang you, Ralph. I did.
You did see that proof from the stores. I voted with the rest of the court that those men should be hanged. I didn't know His Excellency was going to be against it.
Duckling thinks I hanged him to get rid of him, Ralph, but I didn't. Do you know I saved her life? She was sentenced to be hanged at Newgate for stealing 2 candlesticks, and I got her name put on the transport lists. When I reminded her of that, she said she wouldn't have cared. 18 years old, and she would have cared if she was just turned off. These women are sold before the 10, Ralph. The captain says we should treat them with kindness.
How can we treat such women with kindness? Why does he think that?
All the officers find them disgusting. Haven't you ever been tempted?
Never! No. His Excellency never seems to notice me. He makes time for Captain Collins, Lieutenant Dawes.
That's because Captain Collins is going to write about the customs of the Indians here. Lieutenant Dawes is going to study the stars.
I can write about the Indians.
He did suggest to Captain Tench that we do something to educate the convicts. Put on a play or something, but Captain Tench just laughed. He doesn't like Captain Tench.
A play? Who had acted a play?
Convicts, of course. He was thinking of talking to Lieutenant Johnston, but I think Lieutenant Johnston just wants to study the plans.
I read the tragedy of Lady Jane Grey on the ship. It was a very moving and uplifting play. But how could a whore play Lady Jane?
Some of these women are good women, Ralph. If my duckling's good. If only she would just look at me once, react.
Is His Excellency serious about putting out a play?
When the captain decides something, Ralph.
If I went to him, no. It would be better if you did. Harry, tell His Excellency how much I like the theater.
I didn't know that, Ralph. I'll tell him.
Duckling could read it if you want to.
Wouldn't want him to be looked at by all the men.
If His Excellency doesn't like Lady Jane, we could find something else. A comedy, perhaps.
tell him, Ralph. I like you. It's good to talk. So you don't think I killed him then? Who? Handy Baker.
No, Harry. You did not kill Handy Baker.
Thank you, Ralph.
Harry! You won't forget to speak to His Excellency about the play.